The one person we thought would change the dynamics inside the Big Boss house was Naina Singh. But sadly, the scene paltoed on her, and she is right now sitting with me in the Pink Villa office. But were you dejected because somewhere a lot of people felt that if it was not between you and Shardul, you would have been saved? Do you feel it was unfair slightly?
It was 100% unfair because there was a time where I have spoken about my life, which I have not generally spoken to anybody. It was very serious matters of my life where it was not like I did not force myself to say that, but there was everybody was sitting and everybody was sharing something or the other about their previous past life and the struggle that they have gone through, and it all started with me where I started speaking about it.
Right.
And they did not show it, and there was so much like people has assumed that I did not struggle to be here where I am today, but I have struggled. I think people can't imagine. I look strong, I come across as a very strong woman, but by the end of the day, every smiling face has the deepest sorrows.
Of course, yeah.
But nobody cares about that. And my pinpoint was when Shardul's struggle was shown, and I'm not saying that he is playing this, he played a sympathy card or whatever. Maybe it was his game. Maybe he wanted to talk about it. But when I was not ready to talk about it, and I somewhere have given hints and spoken about it, why it wasn't shown?
Right.
And then I and Nikki had a major fight where I have said things to her, where she has said things to me. It was not shown. People know that I don't like Nikki, Nikki didn't like me. But why did it happen? Nobody knows about it. Otherwise, I would have behaved like that with them.
I remember you told Nikki that you know I had come in thinking that you know I had a clean slate.
Yeah.
But अगर आप मेरे बारे में assumption करना है तो मुझे आना
वो
ही होगा.
एक्चुअली मुझे वो इग्नोर करने लग गई थी आते ही. शी वॉज इग्नोरिंग मी. इवन आई वॉज स्माइलिंग एट हर, gesturing her, बट शी वॉज, एंड आई सेड इट कि आप मुझे अगर इग्नोर करोगे तो देन आई हैव टू नॉमिनेट यू बिकॉज आई डिड नॉट कम विद एनी assumptions. So with Ijaz also, I literally thought that people are talking so bad about Ijaz, so I'd rather be the person, I'll be the bigger person and give him a benefit of doubt कि कोई बात नहीं, अगर आपको लोग गलत समझते हैं मैं आपको गलत नहीं समझूंगी.
Right.
And I have literally been there for him, cooked for him, whatever he asked for me.
कुकिंग की बात हम नहीं करेंगे
हाँ, मतलब
क्योंकि बहुत ज़्यादा सेंसिटिव है वो बात.
But I cooked for him as in like I have actually took care of him in a way कि आप ठीक हो, अगर आपको कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो आप मुझसे बात कर सकते हो. And he said that मैं तेरा वेल विशर हूँ, अगर तू मतलब अगर तू ऐसी है तो तेरे साथ खेलने में और मज़ा आएगा and ये सब. And cut to he's planning and plotting behind my back. मैं हारूँ या जीतूँ मुझे उससे फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता, बस मुझे धोखा नहीं चाहिए. And Ijaz did exactly the same thing. There was a time where I saw that he was talking to Shardul about नैना को तो अपने मेकअप से मतलब है, महंगे कपड़ों से मतलब है, उसने अपना घर बना लिया, गाड़ी ले ली.
Yeah.
मुझे उस चीज़ से प्रॉब्लम हुई. So yes, so I have been the only person who has been taking care of my family since years now, and I'm very proud of it. But that doesn't make me a person that if people start questioning my makeup and my this thing, that I have all the right to buy my makeup and expensive clothes because I'm working hard for it.
Yeah, you've earned it. It's
I've earned
plain
it. And
simple thing is you've earned it.
Yeah, it's like my parents know my struggle. I know my struggle. If I'm sitting, if I've reached to a point where I can come and sit and talk to you about my things, then of course I've earned it. Nobody has given me a palette of varieties where I could pick whatever I want to eat. Maybe when I started my career, I think I wanted to do movies, but it didn't work for me. Like that time, it didn't work for me, so I had to start from somewhere. So it's something that everybody has their struggles, and it's not easy for everyone. And the only thing I request everybody that do not judge people just because they're wearing nice clothes or they have something that looks expensive or something, because it took a lot and it takes a lot to be where you are. Because I started off with nothing. I used to I came with my mother when I was in Mumbai, when I came Mumbai for the first time, and we used to stay in a very small studio apartment, not because that my father couldn't afford that, but because I don't wanted my father to have a load of कि अब इसका ये शुरू हो गया है, ये शुरू हो गया है. So when I came to Bombay during my Miss India thing, so whatever the money I used to get from my shoots or thing, I used to pay the rent and everything. I was 18 years old that time. So I never asked my father about the money, and then later on things didn't fall out in the family itself. So I have, you won't believe, from the casting director, working in events, like there was a time where I had to do an event where I was a back dancer in one of the thing, which I didn't tell. I'm sorry if Mama you're watching it. I didn't tell my mother about it because she wouldn't have understood. She's like, "ये क्या हो रहा है?" But I have also, for money, because I did not have money to run my house, I have danced as a back dance also, which is not my line also of
Yeah.
dancing. For that event, I was getting some 13,000 or 15,000 rupees.
But look at you now.
Yeah, so people think that if I have just, people think 2017 she's done Splitsvilla, 18 she has done INS, 19 she has done Kumkum Bhagya, 20 she has done Bigg Boss. No! There's a big, big glitch in between what I was doing then. Ask me about that. How I have got splits, how I've got Kumkum, how I've got INS, ask about that. How I have reached till here, ask about that. You are seeing just what is shown on TV. In Splitsvilla, people have seen my task, like how I performed, they have seen my strength.
Yeah.
But they have not seen the real me. When it came to INS, they saw my talent because it was dancing and acting.
Yeah.
So I showed you guys my talent, what I can do. In Kumkum Bhagya, I showed my acting, how I can
Yeah.
perform a character. Bigg Boss was a place where I wanted to show my personality, who I was. It didn't work for the show, but I'm sorry, this is me.
Great, and thank you so much, Naina, for talking to us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and we are going to wait for your next project announcement.
Yes, yes.